Welcome, fellow travelers. Your traveling buddy here, coming today from Lansing, Michigan. And, it's winter time out, and it's very hard to get out here in Michigan without freezing your butt off. Today, it's like 32 degrees out. So I'm going to look it up. I was talking about looking up things to do, like museums and stuff like that, where you can be indoors and do some cool things. And I learned about this building behind me is the Michigan History Museum, right here in Lansing, Michigan. And they're having an event every Saturday now called the Scavenger Hunt, where you can come in here. I'm not sure. I've never done this before, so it'll be interesting. And everything, I believe it's for free. Parking is for free. Usually on the weekends, this place is open for free. So it'd be a nice thing to do since it's freezing out here in Michigan. So travel with me, will you? This is the Michigan History Museum right here. Looks like they're doing some remodeling, replacing the sign out front. For the new year, they're still having that Secret Lives of Michigan objects in there. And that's another thing we start doing every time they change that room up. I'm gonna come out here, but yeah, look at the overcasting. See, it looks like it's about to snow and all. I'm about freezing out here. So this would be a nice warm thing to do during the winter time here in Michigan. Because, like I say, we live in the mitten. They don't call it the mitten for no reason. I mean, yes, we're shaped like a mitten. But I tell you, the winters will tell you exactly how our winters are around here. We live in the mitten because it's freezing up here. So let's go inside and do this scavenger hunt. Just to let you know, I was wrong today because it does cost to get in here. For adults, it's like $6. I think kids are like $3, maybe $5, something like that. And I think littler than that. So, but I got my admission. Gave me a sticker. Look at that. Got a little robin on there, our state bird, and they gave me a map of how to find all the scavenger hunt stuff. Here's what it is. It's the indoor nature walk. And it says, take an indoor nature walk through our galleries and look out for some of the critters that make our state so special. Keep track of all the animals you find. If you catch them all, you can claim a prize at the end of the visit. So that'd be kind of cool. See, that's kind of cool thing to get out, take kids out, have some fun.
Zoo or 40,000 BC years ago?
Caught one of my first animals right there. See, there's a moose right there. It's from up north of like the Upper Peninsula right there, and then they got the gray wolf, and then there's a deer right there, a white-tailed deer. Here's a animal that a lot of people don't know about. It's a rattlesnake. Michigan rattlesnake right there. See him? Right there in the corner. A lot of people don't know. We got rattlesnakes right here in Michigan. There's painted turtles. These actually got turtle shells here. See, you can open them up. Learn about the potato shell, turtle shell. Similar to the axe can be held. Oh, this is like for the Indians use, like things. See, there's different things that Indians use, because this is the Indian exhibit right here. See the mural up here tells you about the Indian life, what stuff they used. And then a little bit more about the scavenger hunt. It says, walk through the second and third floor exhibits. Keep an eye out for the images of the Michigan animals throughout the exhibits. There are 12 in total. Each time you find an animal, write down its name and where you found it in the log. Don't forget to read about the animals to learn more about its habitat and role in Michigan's ecosystems. Once you have found all 12 critters and record their location, return to the admission desk on the first floor to claim your prize. So there's 12 in total. On my first one, technically, what they're looking for. Right here, see, they got a little sign right here. It says North American Porcupine. Indoor nature walk. Porcupines are rodents and are very good for changing habitats when they can survive in many different types of forests. Today they are most found in the Upper Peninsula and Lower Peninsula. Few of the numbers have skunks, especially over recent decades. The introduction of the fisher may be the cause. Fishers are one of the only animals who can successfully hunt porcupines. The North American porcupine is over here in the Indian exhibit right here. Other things here too that you can check out the animals. There's a pounce, there's a raccoon, skunk. So a lot of these are deer. They think that's a fox. All kinds of animals that Indians used here in Michigan. Beaver pelts. Oh, look at they got deer antlers right there. Found another one right here in the Indian exhibit. White-tailed deer. They don't make it very easy. They're kind of lower to the ground. Maybe that's for the kids. I mean, so white-tailed deer is our official state game animal. Originally, they were found in hardwood forests, bogs, and wetlands, but are commonly found right in our own backyards. Deer are very good at handling, changing, and having been able to adapt to changes in Michigan environments. White-tailed deer. Yeah, I see those all over my neighborhood.
I cannot refrain from congratulating both you and my fellow citizens generally on the rapid improvement of our heritage.
Man, look at what's going on this advantage, man. This. You guys still got the big Yeah, don't touch it.
Oh, real underground. This is a real.
Yeah, it's pretend underground, but it looks real, doesn't it?
That's why I was not falling on the floor.
Here's the one in the mining one. I was kind of confused. I was walking through the mine there. I was expecting to see the thing, but now here's the one right here. It's about the bats. Big brown bat, little brown rat, bat, northern long-eared bat, trigger bats. Bats in Michigan have two main habitats. In the summer, they roost in small groups in dead trees, attics, etc. They want to be near insects, and in the winter, huge groups of bats habitat together in big areas like caves. There aren't a lot of nature caves in Michigan, but luckily for bats, humans made some when they started mining copper and iron ore. We dug huge holes and tunnels in the ground. After the mines were abandoned, they became great habitats for Michigan bats. And even though you think bats are creepy, they're good for the environment. Here in the lumber area right here, you see pictures of animals that were used in lumber industry. A bunch of steer right there. Of course, the horses, not natural to Michigan, but they were brought here. But over here, here's another one of those scavenger hunt things. American pine Martines and Americana. Pine Martines are small predatory animals with a similar story to fishers. Due to habitat loss from lumbering and fires, pine martines were considered extinct in Michigan by the early 1900s. Only were reintroduced in the Upper Peninsula in the 1980s, and the population is steady today. That's good. Saved them from extinction. You always can't forget about the old mighty horse. You know, yeah, man built the world like it is today, but horses did too. And look at that poor horses. I always said, those poor horses, look at how much they had to carry there. Imagine how much that would hurt their backs. Some strong animals. I have one of those things they used to carry the lumber on, like I was just showing in that picture. They load all the lumber up on this thing here. And the poor horses had to carry that. Look at how huge that thing is. So here's another one of those scavenger hunts in the lumber area. Kirkland's Orborough. I can't say that right. What's it? Crystal Orborough is found only in Michigan. Some nearly areas of Canada and Ohio and the Bahamas. When they fly south for the winter, they live in very specific size, small young blackjack pines. After Michigan, white pines were cut down during the 19th century. Lumbers turned the sleighs to jack pine. They made sure that the trees kept growing to the big and tall under the reducing and creating new small trees. When the wilderness could live in the Kirtland warbler lasted its habitat and numbers shrunk today. Their numbers are on the rise again. Scientists manage and maintain control burns that allow. Jack pines are reduced, which give the weather a habitat, a warbler or habitat. Here, little birdie. This is a perfect thing to do during the winter time. Is to get out. It's nice and warm in here. You can come out and see some cool exhibits, some cool museums. If you ever get down to Lansing, come here to the Michigan History Museum. It's not on the list of things for the walk, but you got an exhibit here about the horses. I have a plow right here, and this is the farming area. Look at all the horses. Fearless 2-horsepower teaser. Look at that machinery. Horses that run that machinery. The horses were very important to our history. There's a little rocking horse. Look at that. Oh boy. I don't feel the horses get enough, respect that they did, help, build this country, or any country, to be honest. I mean, they get sick, they just shoot them.
Are you in school? Yes. Are you in school?
Back the other way goes this barrel right here. See, look at all the poor horses. That was the mining. This is the mining area. Had to pull all them rocks. You have to feel bad for them horses. Yeah, I think I found them all on the second floor here. Now let's go up to the third floor. There's got to be more up there.
Watch out, it's back.
Oh yeah.
How you doing today? Pretty good. I'm just glad they don't have on their list or fish. Yeah, fish, you know. Fish down there. Something new I've never noticed before. I've always noticed that up there. I never noticed that it's shaped like a lighthouse. I never noticed that before.
Oh, that's cool. It looks like a hunting shed.
Section here because it's giving me a lot of ideas for the places I'm going to visit for my channel here. And we got the Mackinac Island. I still want to go there yet. Of course, there's Mackinac Bridge, which I've been there. And want to go to that place. You know, the legendary lumberman Paul Bunyan. Believe it or not, Paul Bunyan is actually based off of a man from Michigan, not Wisconsin or any other state. He was based off of a man who was in our lumber industry right here. He was a French Canadian that died here. There's lots of places I want to visit. Yeah, I found another one. Gray wolf. Right here, there we go. Gray wolves used to be found throughout the state, but today are the rare and live primarily in the Upper Peninsula. There are two reasons for the habitat and conflict with humans. What are some reasons humans might not want wolves around? What are some reasons it might be important to have wolves around? So right there, it's a gray wolf. Yeah, they just recently came off the endangered species list, and actually, believe it or not, here in Michigan, they're kind of getting overpopulated. They've actually opened up wolf hunting season. There's another one. Eastern cottontail. Those are everywhere. Look at that. Eastern cottontail can often be found on the lawn. They prefer to live in the edges of habitats anywhere. But two different habitats come together, for example, on areas where the forest meets the
field, neighborhood, or park would be a good
I'm gonna
habitat
start writing on
for
the
the
other side
eastern
of the log.
cottontail in Michigan. They're most commonly found in the lower peninsula. Cottontails provide exhibit excellent food source for large animals like fishers, coyotes, and
Found another
wolves.
critter.
Another one. Coyote. Kansas Lantids. Coyotes are found in every county in Michigan and are becoming more common. They live in rural and suburban areas and even at the edges of cities. Coyotes are very good at staying away from humans, which also helps the survivor survive out of sight, out of mind. Yeah, I have coyotes right near me. I'll never forget one time me and my son was going fishing in this park right next to me. And we saw a coyote across the street. My son started crossing the street to get close to it because I don't you get close to that. I said, as he get closer, he said, that's a dog. I said, that's no dog. That's a coyote. Well, I'm seeing this car here every time I come here. It's one of a kind. I wish it was on the road. It'd be nice to have that on the road. But this is a early 1930s. Frank D. Green Sr. decided he would build a miniature automobile. In its day, the car was a great attention getter and still is. Green and auto parts and equipment supplier cut down the body of the Willys Overland, create the Roadster. A single receiver, the auto reflects an area which made their own fun. The steering wheel and the 60 horsepower V8 engine came from the 1930s Ford's hubcap Bear, the descendant Mark DB, Dodge Brothers. Green, his family recalls spent many hours on this in his time in Dearborn creating this car. Right there, see? It'd be interesting to build a replica of that. A miniature little car, I like that. There's about the cows. And the Jersey cow, idle Holstein cow, idle Ghirardelli cow. Never realized there was different breeds of cows. I just figured a cow was a cow, right? That's not. I'll tell you all about it right here. It's about the dairy industry. It's big here in Michigan, believe it or not. My sister actually lives in a town named Elsie, or near Elsie, Michigan, which is big dairy, and she's got a dairy farm right across the street from her. This one had to come backtrack. American robin, that's our state bird. American robin is our state official bird. They are found throughout the United States and prefer to be in the woodlands, gardens, orchards, lawns, and creeks. They build the nests in dense structures and small trees, like those found in the suburban and agricultural areas. These peach for foods and large green open areas of short grass. Our yards often provided both of these things in each common to find American robins. living in their humans, near humans. Yep, that's our state bird, which, believe it or not, is on that sticker they gave me. See? A robin. Halfway there, we found 8. They said there's 12. So, just gotta keep your eyes open. But it's cool to be able to come walk around here, see all these exhibits again. I love this over here. If you ever get down here in Lansing, come over here, you can learn lots of history about Michigan. They even got places you can take selfies, look at that. Votes for women. Their head up there. There you are, they found the white-tailed deer, but yeah. My brother-in-law's got deer heads all over his house. So, I just recently learned about this one. My friend Michigan Airman showed me that. That Wizard of Oz was actually written here in Michigan. That guy right there, L. Frank Baum. You know, yes, he was from other areas, but he bought a cabin up here near Holland, Michigan, where he wrote. That's where he wrote The Wizard of Oz. And they actually have things over there. They're honoring him there in Holland. Come here without learning about the auto industry. Of course, Henry Ford. They always talk about Henry Ford, but to me, more important than Henry Ford, which is right there, he's underneath there, this guy here, Lansing resident right there, Ransom E. Olds. He doesn't get the respect he deserves for the auto industry. And he's buried right here. I've been to his grave many times. He just doesn't get the respect he should. I just found one that backtracked a little bit and couldn't find them. I only got about a half hour to go before they close. The raccoon. Raccoons are some of the most abundant animals, but they can be found in almost every habitat across the United States. Deserts, swamps, forests, cities, and more. Raccoons are quite smart and like humans, and part of the thumbs. These comedy makes their great at adapting to and surviving in any environment. Digging in the trash. I remember helping a guy raise baby raccoons one time. The mother got killed, and we had to set them loose, and we had to train them to learn how to hunt. I like raccoons. Here we go. Here's one here. And the TV was the Fowler's Toad. So the Fowler's Toad is one of the 13 species of frogs and toads found in Michigan. Frogs and toads are important food sources for predators, carrion, foxes, and snakes. They are predators themselves. Insects make up the largest portion of the diet. Fowler toads is a species of special concern in Michigan. This means it is not yet threatened for extinction, endangered, but its population needs to be monitored in Michigan. Amphibians and reptiles listed a specific concern are legally protected by the Department of Natural Resources. Fowler toad. I used to catch frogs when I was a kid. Used to be called the frog napper. About it for this little scavenger hunt around the Michigan History Museum. And even though I only found all but one, they actually gave me a prize. Look at that. They gave me it's like a dog tag. See? I'm gonna hang that on my backpack. This little dog tag says Michigan History Museum on it. It's pretty cool. So it's great fun. Is it they're going to do it again next weekend? Is it different
things. They're gonna have volunteers. They said this next time it'll be a lot better. They said. So I'll definitely be back for that one. It's kind of a cool thing to do during the wintertime. Kids don't like to get out in the cold, and parents don't like to get out in the cold. Come out here. Great fun. You know, walk around here, learn about history, all the exhibits around here. So if you like this video, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Any comments for me? Any comments appreciated. Any ideas for me to do? Let me know. I just might show up and do it. Oh, and if you want to donate to me to help me on my travels and all that, I started a Patreon, because I'll put a link down to my Patreon page, and you know, at least donate $1 a month. You know, will help me on my travels. And I'm gonna start the merch channel thing on Teespring. I'll put a link down to that. You know, I'll have some T-shirts and stuff like that you can buy. You know, kind of stuff that help me on my travels. So until next time, my fellow travelers, I see you around the mitten.